AI has been around for a while, but within the last year, it started to advance much quicker, and many people in the creative field fear that their careers are at risk. If AI can make enough images and cohesive text to put together a children's book, why pay an artist and a writer to do what an artificial system can do for free? And a robot certainly isn't going to complain about being underpaid and overworked. What do you mean I have to treat my employees fairly and pay them a livable wage? What is this, the 21st century? Oh wait, it is. I'll just replace all of those bothersome employees with a robot who can do the job somewhat okay. It'll be good enough. Nobody will ever notice. It seems that capitalistic society has yet another new tool to devalue the human experience. Hi, hello everyone, welcome. Today we are going to be discussing the topic of AI and more specifically how it's being implemented into the creative workforce. Now before we get started, I just want to put out a few quick disclaimers. 1, I am not claiming to fully understand how AI works. I don't know how Bluetooth works, so AI is definitely out of my scope of knowledge. 2, I am mainly going to be talking about how AI affects creative careers since that's my area of expertise and interest. I'm sure AI affects other jobs as well, but since art is my job, I'm only going to be talking about art and not other careers. And 3, I am more than willing to discuss this topic in the comments, but only if it is in a respectful conversation. So don't be rude, but if you are rude, make sure it's in a very long-winded comment. For no reason in particular. It's definitely not like that would help boost me in the algorithm or anything. Now that those are out of the way, let's dive into the belly of the technology beast that is artificial intelligence. The discord around AI art has been happening since last year, with many lawsuits being taken out against artificial intelligence generators, and the debate of AI art being theft or not is a hot topic in the art community. But that's not what this video is about. What I want to talk about in this video is OpenAI's new AI video generator, Sora, the way AI is being used to completely take over creativity in the workforce, and ways that we can kind of fight back against it until laws get put in place. But if you enjoy this video and would like a part 2 with me talking about the, non-professional side of AI stuff, then I would be more than happy to. So we're going to start with Sora. If you aren't aware of what Sora is, it is a generative AI system produced by the company OpenAI that takes text prompts and turns them into short videos. Sora isn't available to the public yet, but currently it can make high-quality videos that are up to 60 seconds long. It isn't the only AI video generator, but it is currently the most powerful one on the market, and the videos it makes are highly realistic and pretty convincing at first. And if that doesn't describe every politician ever, I don't know what does. But so far, the only thing that me and Sora have in common other than being slaves to this capitalistic hellscape is the fact that we both can't tell the difference between left and right. At least not yet. But despite the obvious safety and ethics concerns, you can't deny that Sora is very, very good at what it does. Something like this that can make realistic videos with just a few words has so much potential. It could be used to recreate videos of extinct animals, interpret the impact of natural disasters, spread disinformation, influence elections, make fake evidence, create inappropriate videos of anybody who has a picture of their face on the internet. You get my point. Even without the influence of AI, 96% of deepfakes are inappropriate, and well, knowing about Rule 34, you can see all of the different places that this could go wrong. Now thankfully, OpenAI says that they're taking safety steps such as working with experts in misinformation and building tools to help detect misleading content. They also already use processes to prevent their commercial AI generators from making NSFW content, which is great. It's very nice to hear that they've been thinking about this kind of stuff ahead of time, but that doesn't mean that other companies are going to take the same precautions. So, until some laws and regulations get put up in place, AI is kind of like the Wild West of technology right now. Actually, now that I think about it, internet has been the Wild West of technology since it was created, but AI is just like if aliens were in the Wild West and gave all the gangs laser guns. So there are obviously a ton of safety concerns when it comes to AI, but on the other side of the spectrum, there's also a lot of job security concerns. A lot of creative job fields are at risk of being non-existent because they're just going to get replaced by a system that doesn't have to pay rent and doesn't get sick. And if you think like, oh, but that won't happen for like at least another couple years, there is already a startup called Authentic Artist, which is really ironic, that is creating musician characters based on AI-generated styles of music. And people are publishing children's books and coloring books that are completely written and illustrated by AI. Companies are starting to implement AI systems that replace the creative members of their teams. Like, this isn't something that's going to happen in like 5 years. It's stuff that's happening now already. Are you sick of waiting for the next hit song by your favorite pop star to come out? Well, just ask ChatGPT to write you a Taylor Swift song, put the lyrics and a sample of her voice into an AI voice synthesizer, and boom, you have the next top Taylor Swift song that you didn't have to wait for. In my opinion, the only good use of AI in the music industry are the SpongeBob songs that Glorb makes. Now, I'm not saying that AI shouldn't be used in creative fields or in any field. I'm saying that AI should be used as a tool to assist humans, not completely replace them. AI can help people doing their jobs by doing the menial, boring tasks, or it can do the super dangerous ones instead of having to risk a human life. But once it starts getting used by companies just so they don't have to pay a real person a livable wage, then it becomes an issue in my mind. Nobody can deny that AI is severely unregulated, and the government doesn't exactly have the best track record of being able to keep up with advances in technology. So until something gets done to monitor AI or laws get made to give some consequences to the people who misuse it, we have to rely on other ways to deal with it. Take Nightshade, for example. Nightshade is a software developed by the University of Chicago that takes the artwork and photos you put through it and cloaks them. Now, what cloaking does is essentially trick Gen AI programs into thinking it's getting one thing, but then turning it into something completely different. I'll link the article for it since I don't fully understand it enough to explain it, but this is the tech version of fighting fire with fire. But isn't ruining someone's generative AI system unethical? Well, stealing a ton of people's work to teach your generative AI system is also unethical, so respectfully deal with it. There are instances where data poisoning can be very bad, but in the AI image generation sphere, I don't think it's any more or less unethical than AI image generation. But if you don't want to deal with a moral dilemma, there are programs that prevent your pictures from being picked up by AI at all, and I will have those and Nightshade linked below. Also, currently, AI doesn't fall under any copyright laws, so you can use it for whatever you want. If you see a pretty AI-generated image online, you are free to use it however you want. You can trace it, use it as a reference, anything. Just make sure it is 100% AI before doing any of that, because I know a lot of artists have had issues with being accused of their work being AI when it's really not. So obviously, make sure it is AI, and once you're sure, you can use it for whatever you want, and nobody can be mad at you because it's not stealing. Legally, it's not stealing. Depending on how you view it ethically, you could think it's stealing. But legally, it's not stealing, which is all that matters to me. I know I talked a lot about how artistic and creative job fields are at risk, but honestly, I don't think it's ever going to get to the point where human artists can't make money off their work. Just like with any other technological advancement, there are going to be people who are against it. AI is no different. There's still going to be a whole market of people who only want art, music, books, and games that are made by people. And in turn, there are going to be companies that cater to those people. So whether you're an independent artist or you want to work for a company, I think there's still going to be work for you in the future. It's very easy to get freaked out about these new developments, but just know that there are ways you can safeguard yourself against it and even fight back if that's your cup of tea. Now that I've put in my 2 cents on this topic, what do you guys think? Is there a conspiracy with Sora being introduced in an election year? Or are there other ethical issues that I didn't even think about? I would love to talk about this with you in the comments, so feel free to share your opinions. Also, if I got any information wrong in this video, please point it out. I don't want to spread any wrong information. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you being here. I know this can be a scary topic, but I feel like it's good to talk about it, so hopefully some changes get made sooner rather than later. Anyways, thank you again for watching. I hope you have a good week, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye!